Boxing has recently gotten greater mainstream media interest as a result of all the celebrity exhibition matches, but nobody had imagined a fight between Mike Tyson and Logan Paul. And we all know that boxing is no good without trash talking. Keep watching until the end to find what Mike had to say to Logan Paul in his signature rude style. Yes, this has been the talk of the town. Not only that, Mike has also issued a warning to Paul saying that he's still got it. He has also released his ferocious training video to intimidate Logan. Logan Paul is preparing for his next major boxing contest after an exciting exhibition bout with Floyd Mayweather. Logan has his podcast now. In one episode, Logan and his brother, Jake Paul, discuss the possible opponents. They attempt to draw attention by taking the name of well-known figures, such as Mike Tyson's. Last year, the heavyweight superstar made a sensational comeback by battling Roy Jones Jr. in an enthralling exhibition bout that finished in a draw after 8 rounds. The match took place in the Staples Center in Los Angeles. He put up an outstanding show. Fans were able to catch glimpses of him when he was younger. The 55-year-old American hero, who was famed for his knockout abilities and merciless in-ring combat skills in his famous career. On the other hand, Tyson's career was marked by controversy both inside and beyond the ring. Tyson recently claimed that his son wants to go into boxing and that he wants to fight YouTube sensation Logan Paul. He did, however, tell his kid to relax and advise him that he didn't want any of this. Mike spoke about how boxing has declined in popularity in an interview before listing potential upcoming matches he wants to see. The match took place in the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Many purists would beg to differ about these exhibition matches, but Tyson believes that people like Jake Paul should be praised for their contributions to the sport. According to Tyson, boxing was formerly considered a dying sport, but now they have YouTube boxers with 25 million views. The sport of boxing is returning. The YouTube boxers deserve credit for this. He believes that boxing has taken a blow since the UFC arrived on the scene. The more people that box, the better for the sport. UFC has recently taken over as the most famous combat sport, surpassing boxing. It'll be intriguing to see how the former world champion performs against someone as youthful and agile as Paul. But Tyson will undoubtedly have a distinct edge. Paul will need to hit harder and more vital. After his fight with Floyd, Logan is said to have begun searching for his next match. We may say that Tyson hasn't retired, but he hasn't left the gym because he can't stop himself. Boxing runs in his veins. Logan thinks that Mike Tyson is getting older and he is past his prime. However, as previously stated, Tyson demonstrated that he can still hit and is in good enough shape to take care of the business. Tyson is one of the best fighters in history, so we may expect him to be a bit lenient and might let Logan hit him a few times to increase the show's entertainment value. But legends don't like losing. When the notion of battling Paul was first brought up in an interview, the boxing star couldn't take it seriously. He laughed heartily at the idea of fighting Logan Paul, but refused to rule out a battle with a YouTube sensation. It would cost a lot of money and generate lots of money too, he said. Tyson remarked that out of the two brothers, he'd like to fight Logan because he was able to outlast Floyd Mayweather for an astounding 8 rounds. We all know that Paul beat the odds and fought boxing legend Floyd Mayweather. Against Mayweather, he was able to secure a hefty payout, but he kept his plans a secret, insisting that people will find out shortly while keeping the name of his upcoming opponent a mystery. After watching Logan's battle, Tyson congratulated the YouTube sensation to his victory. He stated that he was mistaken. Logan smashed it, and Tyson is thrilled about Logan. Logan is the toughest, he says, and everyone is talking about him. He is the man who fought for 8 rounds against the best of all time. Tyson also gave the brothers credit for rekindling the people's enthusiasm, passion, and interest in the fading sports. Tyson was quite honest and forthright after the Jake Paul fight about how he thought guys like Jake Paul might reintroduce sport viewing to the public. He thinks they're doing more for it, and he believes they should be praised for it. Much to everyone's disappointment, both men have yet to make an official announcement. However, other reports have indicated that it is final that the match will take place, and word has spread quickly. Mike Tyson vs. Logan Paul is expected to take place in February 2022, according to rumors. KSI, a British YouTuber, came out in favor of Logan, claiming that people don't realize they prepare like boxers. He further said that Tyson is no longer the young, furious fighter he once was. If they fought within the squad circle, he believes YouTube rival Logan Paul might defeat boxing superstar Mike Tyson. And to be fair, Jake and Logan Paul's fights against Floyd Mayweather were both critical news in their own right. If he brought it with people and money, it did draw attention to the sport. And if a fight between Logan and Tyson takes place, it will do so once more. Logan hasn't ruled out fighting former champion Tyson and has even stated that he believes he has a chance against him. He claimed to know who his next opponent would be, and he even hinted that it might not be an exhibition fight. His next fight will be a devastating knockout, he predicted. There's no disputing that going after each other can bring in a lot of money, and it appears that boxing fans will soon get to see the world's baddest man in action once more. When asked how the bout would play out if it happened, Logan replied that it would be a friendly rivalry between a confident young new kid on the block and an experienced. We have some exciting news for you. Mike Tyson stated that he will fight again in February, and while he is wary of his opponent, he believes it will be a thrilling match. So we'll have to wait until February 2022. He even teases Tyson with the joke that he has the reflexes of a youthful, swift cat. While a battle between Tyson and Paul has yet to be scheduled, people are already speculating who would emerge victoriously. Michael Bisping, a UFC Hall of Famer, admits in an interview that Paul has physical advantages and fighting experience versus Floyd Mayweather that may give him an edge in a fight, just not against Mike Tyson. It seems like this match is making everyone excited. But one question might come to your mind: is Logan Paul a boxer? He was a fantastic wrestler and played football in his high school years. He also competed in individual state wrestling championships. It was his first time participating in a combat sport. He did, however, build a career as an internet celebrity. After a few years, KSI, a famous British YouTuber, challenged Jake Paul and Logan Paul to a boxing match, and the rest is history. So, since then, Logan Paul has gone a long way. The social media celebrity began his boxing career due to a trivial dispute, but invested his heart and soul into the sport. In the sport of boxing, Paul has a lot of potential. As a result, there is a new trend of internet stars entering the boxing arena. This is a money and excitement factor, and it will undoubtedly attract more fans to the sport. Well, one thing is sure, we are all looking forward to the battle between Mike Tyson and Logan Paul. Do you believe this is going to be a good fight? Well, it could be a terrific approach to elevate the sport while simultaneously raising a significant sum of money for charity. Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and subscribe so you'll get to see more videos like this. Bye!